Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I'm your host of Tell Me Wine TV, where we answer your questions about wine right here on the internet. And today's question was sent in from Ellen from New Rochelle, who asks, is there any meal that you cannot pair at all with wine? What is the hardest, most trickiest thing to pair with wine? Wine pairing can be challenging. We've talked about how just from the most, well, there's these rules which are really not rules at all. You know, white wine with chicken and fish, red wine with meat. Another rule we kind of talked about in another episode was if you're having Italian food, drink it with Italian wine. Californian, whatever, just drink the wine from which the food comes from. I think you'll probably be well served. There are some classic pairings, of course, but we're not talking about classic pairings today, like oysters with muscadet, or a nice glass of Chablis, or a hearty stew with cohort, or some foie gras with sauterne, or something, along the classics. We're talking about the hardest examples, and maybe in another show we'll actually have these items here and see if we can actually pair them. But yeah, there are things that provide specific challenges and for different reasons. I'd say three foods that are probably very difficult to pair wine with would be soup, unless it's a very hearty stew-like kind of a affair. Yogurt, I'd say, is probably very difficult to pair with wine. Breakfast cereal, challenge. But those aren't always, at least yogurt and cereal you don't usually consume with wine. Soup, on the other hand, maybe. But I think two common foods that are hard challenges are pizza and sushi. And pizza, because you can't standardize pizza. Pizza is bread with something on it, and sometimes it has tomatoes, and sometimes it has cheese, sometimes it has both, sometimes it has neither, I suppose. I mean, there's vegetable combinations and mushrooms and meats, wheat pizza. The acidity in tomatoes provides a real challenge for wine. Cheese on its own is a challenge. So there isn't like a pizza wine. I've worked in a retail environment, and people, I'm having pizza tonight. And then, thinking that means that they should drink something simple and regular, and not. They're really saying, sell me something cheap, but they're saying they're underthinking the pizza for what it is. And the first question I have to ask is, what's on it? What kind of pizza? So pizza, again, it's bread, it's tomatoes, it's vegetables potentially, it's cheese, it's acidity, it's oil, it's greasy, it's heavy, so it's a tough one. Sushi is kind of on the other end of the spectrum, because whereas pizza is very assertive, strong flavors, sushi is very delicate, and refined. And in fact, I would say the best sushis in the world are judged by their cleanliness and their purity. And something like wine can really screw that up. And you add a little wasabi in there, and it becomes a little bit more challenging still. So people talk about sushi and how it maybe is best served by sake or I guess beer. But I think there are matches. But again, kind of like pizza, a piece of salmon or tuna is very different than like clam belly or sea urchin. I mean, they're completely different tastes and completely different textures. So, but it comes back to what you like to drink. I think a very sharp Riesling might go well with sushi. For pizza, again, it could be anywhere. But drink what you like. And if you like sushi and you like Zinfandel, drink them together. If you're at a fine restaurant and you're eating sushi, spending a lot of money, hopefully they'll step in and they won't let you have the Zinfandel with the sushi. They probably don't even offer Zinfandel, but it's have fun with it. Again, no rules. There are no rules. Drink what you like with the food that you like, and you will find the marriage eventually. So, thank you, Ellen, for that question, and keep sending your questions into Tell Me Wine TV.